Focus on yourself. If there is one thing you can do for yourself in this life, is to focus on yourself. Be about you. Love on you. We only have one life and we cannot spend it wishing we're someone else. And you know, this is borrowed time, borrowed body, and borrowed talent. So take time to love on you and focus. But in this generation, we're so attentive to everyone else except ourselves. Oh my God, me, I knew Priscilla Ojo was pregnant even before the wedding. You have not yet noticed the 3 hairs under your chin, which are a sign of PCOS and needs to be treated. You have not noticed that the base of your foot is cracked. But here you are. To even take a peek in their own lives. Look in deep, get to know what you like, what you love, what tickles your fancy, what makes you sad, your fondest memories. Get to learn about you. Stop copying the women you haven't met and start studying the one in the mirror. If there is no enemy within, then the enemy without can do you no harm. When you fully believe in yourself, no one can convince you otherwise. People can try, but their opinions will not outrank yours. Self-belief is that agreement you make with yourself about who you are and what you are capable of doing. And once that agreement is solid, once it is signed and sealed, every other person's opinion becomes background noise. You see, think of it this way. With the 3 little pigs, the one that built his house with a brick, look at self-belief as the brick. No matter how much the wolf blew and blew and blew that house trying to throw it over, it did not shake, because the brick, which is the foundation that it was built with, was strong enough to ensure that no matter what wind the wolf blew to it, it could not break. Now that is what self-belief is. That is what self-belief does to you. You will have an unwavering confidence. And confidence is not about being conceited. It's not about being boastful or prideful about who you are, thinking of yourself from this level of I'm untouchable. You go, I mean, as though you're bigger than the rest. It is from the knowing that no matter what happens, I'll figure shit out. No matter what happens, I can adapt, I can learn, I can recover, because I believe in my ability to do anything. Your mind believes what it hears often. It cannot tell between what is right and what is wrong. And this is why it matters what you tell to yourself. Speak to yourself with intention. Do a SWOT analysis on yourself. Look at your strengths, look at your weakness, learn about yourself, understand yourself, because then you're going to create a friend within. You see, criticism only hurts when it picks on a part that already you were insecure about. For example, if somebody has big lips and they have understood that they have big lips and they have accepted the fact that they do have big lips and decided to love that part, if you came and started to talk trash about their lips, they will not be offended, because they already know and they already accepted that fact. That is what I'm trying to tell you, see. So the goal next year should be to build unshakable, unwavering, undoubtful self-belief. Self-trust, so much so that nothing ever shakes you. At the core, nothing ever shakes you. I hope I make sense.
What do you bring to the table?
Baby, I am the table. But is the table in the room with us? Is it there's a table? No, it's a table. Many of us do not practice self-value and self-worth because we do not understand the concept. Self-value stroke self-worth is the core belief that you are enough. In Uganda, you would say, Malanga Bwendi. I am enough just as I am. The reason as to why most of us devalue ourselves or put ourselves in situations that are beneath us is because we do not believe that we are enough. Issues like alcoholism, drug addiction, people pleasing, seeking attention, all stem from the feeling of emptiness within us. When you believe you're not enough, you will feel empty and you'll go out to seek for stuff that will fill that void. We all know people who have almost everything in life, but still spiral into habits that lead to dark places in their lives because they have a deep-seated belief within them that they are not enough. Great case study would be Marilyn Monroe. Marissa Peer, a celebrity psychologist, did research on hardcore criminals and discovered that the reason as to why committed the crimes that they did, because doing that made them feel seen, made them important, respected, and feared. When you do not feel like you're enough, you will overwork just to prove that you are enough. You will overcompensate to be chosen. You will shrink yourself to be loved. As babies, we were born with high intrinsic value, the same for all of us. Until along the way, someone said something or someone did something that made us believe, oh wait, maybe I'm not all that. Maybe I'm not important as I think I am. Maybe I'm not enough. Maybe there is something lacking. And then we have kept that belief that is operating in the background in our lives. So I urge you to start telling yourself the truth. You and I. Tell yourself that I am enough. Say it until you believe it and let your brain act in response to that and see how your life will change. See how you're going to be a whole table, okay? Self-love is not a cure for rejection. It's not a coping mechanism for heartbreak. I'll begin by telling you what self-love is not. Self-love is not doing your hair, doing your nails, waxing your brows, taking care of your skin. That is self-care, and self-care is just part of the package of self-love. Self-love is how you respect yourself, how you treat yourself, how you speak to yourself, what you choose for yourself, the situations that you decide to stay in, the boundaries that you set for yourself. That is self-love. When you love yourself deeply, you set an invisible standard, or say an implied standard, of how others are allowed to engage with you. You know that saying, people treat you how you treat yourself? Like, think about it. Do you not just love people that love themselves? Don't you? Because the reality is you do not fall for people. You fall in love with how they love themselves. People fall in love with how you love yourself. Because psychologically, we are drawn to people that are regulated, that are secure, that are grounded. Self-love creates that inner stability. When you meet your own emotional needs, you approach relationships from a place of desire rather than deficiency. Or I can say it as from a place of want rather than need. Because then you're no longer asking someone to complete you. Rather, you're asking them to join you and share a life with you that you already value. Imagine this. If you told yourself, good morning, Tracy, every morning, you would then not need someone to tell you, good morning, Tracy. Rather, you would want or desire someone to tell you, good morning. Do you get that? Do you catch the drift? So take some time, tell yourself all the things that you needed to hear from someone else. Tracy, you look so good this morning. Tracy, I like the way you walk. Tracy, I'm so grateful to have you in my life. Tracy, you fulfill me. Tracy, you complete me. Tracy, you're so magnetic. Tracy, I'm so glad that you're in my life. And there is a confidence that emerges from self-love, that a quiet assurance that you are worthy of consistency, of honesty, of intention and effort. This confidence, is not performative. It's not performed. It's embodied. It's like an aura. You ever met those people whose aura just gives, I love myself? Yeah. And people respond to that aura or that embodiment more than they would do to words. Because when you love yourself, you move like someone who deserves to be treated well. How you love yourself determines the quality of love you allow, the depth of love that you allow, and the kind of love that you attract. You love yourself fully. Love doesn't need to find you. You're already aligned with it.